What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to do another skate park review. Currently, I'm at my childhood local, Laverton Skatepark in Victoria, Melbourne, Australia. So I thought we'll go over the skate park, see what they've got here, what I think's good about it, what I think's bad about it, and we'll go from there. Let's go. All right, so I think this skate park's actually a pretty all-round great skate park for everybody. It's got medium ledges, smaller ledges, bigger ledges, just big obstacles, small obstacles, everything that someone needs to progress to a higher level. All right, so let's begin at the start of the skate park. So when you walk in the front, you've got this ledge that's on a bit of an angle, which is great. It's a lot shorter on the top and a lot higher on the bottom. So as you're coming down the stairs or that little ramp over there, you can either manual it or grind it, which is really nice. The next obstacle is this massive ledge, a force stair and a little ramp on the side. So when it first started this skate park, this whole area here, so from that ramp and this ledge, this whole narrow area was just what the skate park was. So all of that over there was not existent. This ramp wasn't here. It was just a wide force stair, which I personally think is a lot better. Yes, this helps flow a little bit better. Getting tricks down this force stair is really narrow and I'd guess quite scary if you're just not going to commit fully, because you are right next to this and then you could also land close to the ramp, which isn't great. But it is a nice size force stair to learn on. It's not huge, it's not too small. And the ledge on its own is also very nice to skate. Now you can also tell when they opened up the skate park on this side, they've got this little, well, I guess the skate park up here, you can kind of do tricks down as well, which is nice. As we move up into the skate park a little bit more, I reckon this is probably one of my favorite obstacles as the street course. It's just one really small box, but it is very fun. Like, it's a nice, perfect height. To me, it's probably about a foot high. And when you get on it, it's really quick and you get straight off. We'll keep moving along the skate park, and this is the opposite side to the first section that we showed you. There is another ledge on this side, which I do like because like I said, I'm a regular skater. It's easier for me to get on front side. You've got a big ledge here, which is also, I guess, probably maybe 1.25 feet. Perfect, it's a nice size. Little three stair, which like I said again about the four stairs, not too small, it's not too big, and another ramp on that side. But like I said, I do like the ramp because it gives it a nice flow, but it also makes the stair set a lot narrower and I guess scarier to learn tricks because you're landing in such a narrow spot. Now, if we also move across here to the end of the park again, you've got the two hubbas that got built later on, but they also work as a hubba on this side as well. So you've got that same type of ledge as the other side, but this one's a lot smaller. This one's probably, I don't know, maybe 2 truck. I'm gonna go 2 truck height. Like if you stack 2 trucks together, it's probably about that high. And it's a nice manual pad with a drop off that's probably 1.5 feet, maybe 1.75 feet high. And then you've got the bottom, which leads to the outside of the park. Now this is part of the new section. So I don't know if you can see here, there is coping that runs along the floor here, this is the old park and this is the new extension. Now, when this got built, it was amazing. Like, I turned from only having a flat area with obstacles that I could not skate because they were too big for me to learn, to something that I could really progress and get better at. If we start on this side, we have a little rail. It's a square rail, which is nice. It is a little bit too small, but it's good to learn on, get the feel of a rail. The only thing is you can't skate it going this way unless you do like maybe 2 good pushes, get on the rail and keep moving. So it's great when you're coming the opposite way. In the middle is probably one of the most funnest little boxes you've got, and it's a really, really small manual pad with great coping on the sides. This is great to learn for everybody. If you're an intermediate skater or if you're a brand new skater, this is amazing because it's so small, but it's so fun to keep going. And then moving on this way, we have another box which is a little bit wider, but the same size as that one on the start. You get on top of this one and then it becomes probably a 1.5 feet drop. All right, back to the end of the skate park. We have 2 hubbas on the outside, and these are great because they're the exact same size on both sides, which means someone can skate it goofy or regular, works the same way, but it's great to progress and they're great hubbas. And then moving on to the last bit of the street course, you've got this box, which is a curved box, and it turns completely 90 degrees. Now let's move on to my favorite part of the skate park, which is the bowl. So moving on to the best part physically for me is this bowl. Like I said, I grew up at this skate park. I used to come here every single day and I progressed so much to the point where I became a transition skater just because of this bowl. So this section here is a 4 foot with a spine in the middle, and a little hump that you can roll over, which is nice for keeping the flow going if you don't want to do the spine. And it carries over into a 6-foot transition section. This to me is one of my favorite parts of this skate park. Pretty much, I reckon any skate park that I've been to ever, I love this bowl. All right, so that's the layout of the Laverton Skatepark. Personally, I love this park. I grew up here, I learned how to skateboard here. I've got so many great memories with friends. It's incredible to know what a skate park can do for a community. Quickly, we'll go over some things that I love, which like I said, I pretty much love everything here. There's a couple things that I would like to see get built here, which it's not gonna happen because the skate park's that old. They wouldn't just put a couple obstacles in. And there's a couple of things that I'm gonna show you that are just ridiculous, that I don't know why they've ever put that kind of stuff at a skate park. All right, so the first thing that I find funny, and it's at a skate park, is they put skate stoppers. Now, I kind of get the vibe what they went with this. They went with this as a path to get around the skate park for just random people, but we are at a skate park. Why would you put skate stoppers? Now, this one doesn't make sense whatsoever because you can come down the 2-stair, you can get onto that hubba, but you can't because of these skate stoppers, which is completely weird to see at a skate park. This skate park doesn't have a shaded area that you can sit under. Like today, it's 29 degrees in Australia, so it is very hot today. And the last thing I don't like about this park is this rail. Yes, it's great to learn, but I wish they had another rail somewhere else that was a nice, round, decent sized rail, maybe a foot high off the ground. All right, so that's my quick review of the skate park. I hope you enjoyed it. Now, if I had to rate this, I'd probably give it, me personally having sentimental value or a connection to this skate park, I'd probably give it about an 8 out of 10. Just because I think there is a lot that you can progress on. There's small ledges, there's flat ground areas to begin, and then the ledges just get bigger. And the transition, like I said, it's got the 4-foot section and then the 6-foot section when you get better, and then the spine in the middle. You, as a brand new skater, what do you think this skate park is like?
I'd give it maybe a 6.5, maybe 7.
Yeah.
It's not bad, but for me, it's very rough concrete and stuff. It's not really.
So this is an old skate park.
Yeah,
when I was young, probably about your age, maybe a little bit older, I started skating here. And yes, the skate park has gotten a lot older. The skate parks he's skating now are the newer ones with the nice smooth concrete. But I tell you right now, Mace, when I was skating here at your age, this park felt so smooth. The bowl felt so smooth. But right now, as maybe 15 years later, it is starting to deteriorate, which is normal. Like, that's what happens at skate parks. We're almost at 500 subscribers, which is insane.
I know.
We're
Like,
very
it's
thankful
crazy.
for that. So yeah, if you haven't already, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and we will see you in the next video. Peace out, guys. What do you guys rate this skate park as?
I think it's actually really well designed. Where it is at today, probably about like a 7.5. I reckon it was about an 8.5 back in the day. Yeah, I love it. I grew up skating here, so I rate it pretty high. I definitely recommend it.
How's your noodles? You good? You're making me hungry now. Ah!